Welcome back to my 2023 Metroid Dread 100% no major glitches tutorial. Today we are going to be going over the first time you're entering Dairon, all the way up to the Green Emmi, as well as get into Kraid, and then getting through Kraid and grabbing the Diffusion Beam. With that being said, on the last tutorial we made it up to the end of Cataris, so we'll be traveling through Cataris now to Dairon, and we'll be going from there. Alright, so the first time that you enter Dairon, you'll notice over here you can't go to the right, so you go to the left. Open the door. And a couple things to note, obviously, if you end up coming down, you kind of just get stuck. It's not really, coming down is just kind of a, oh, never mind. So you'll want to go up this magnet. Technically speaking, you could climb up this magnet like this. You could, generally you want to jump up it. So you'll come through the door immediately, prep your jump, not jump through the door like that, but be ready to jump as soon as the black loads, or the game loads again. And you want to do these jumps up to here. You could do another jump up here and climb up like this, but the more optimal method is to do what we did in Cataris and jump, cloak, jump up like that, and then fall down. So you'll come down through here, 1, 2, 3, cloak, jump like that. 1, 2, 3, cloak, jump. It's going to be a lot faster than just like that. It's going to be a lot faster than obviously climbing up it or just climbing it like that. The timing is the exact timing that you use after Atom Skip, not Water Skip, Atom Skip. So after you do Atom Skip and you get to this point, you do the same kind of Atom Skip method where you in the air, use the press Phantom Cloak, engage it, aim, and do that. Water Skip is a little bit more of a faster, tighter window. This one you have some leeway. You have a lot of leeway for this one, actually. But that's going to be the trick for right there. The optimal movement right there. 1, 2, 3, like that. What I'll do after this, you want to come over here. You want to be blowing up these two blocks. What I'll normally end up doing is I'll start shooting them from here, so I can hopefully get this one. Because then you want to... Well, I didn't do it correctly, but... You want to come down and you want to do a spin fall after this. You'll clear this gap if you do a spin fall correctly. Yeah, you want to be doing a spin fall when you come out of this, so you'll just fall down like that. Slide, slide, and then you enter in through here. When you get into this section right here, you want to be kind of holding charge shots, because you want to slide through here and then do a spin fall right here. That will drop you right here. So again, spin fall drop. As soon as you land right here, you want to do, you want to do a melee off of this so that you are rolling down right here. So it'll look like this. Oops. It'll look like this. Like that. You're holding the charge the full entire time. Like that. Because what you want to do with this charge shot that you're holding is fire it into this blue Sonic like that. You hit it with a charge shot, and then fire a missile at it, and it'll clear the Sonic. So that's what you're supposed to do there. Just like that. Oops. Like that. It's going to be faster and more optimal than jumping over the Sonic right here. Because again, anytime Samus is in the air, she's losing time. She's moving slower than she would be normally. So I'm going to reset it just to go to my, just to get that health back, but then we'll go from there. So again, come in from right here, slide, just like that. And then right here, you just do another spin fall, fire 2 missiles at this, right here, do that again. This will take a little bit of practice to figure out, but oh my goodness. There we go. It's not too difficult, because obviously if you truly wanted to practice this, you could just save at the save point right here. But it's pretty easy to figure that out as well. And you could, again, you could jump over these. It's not a big deal, but optimally you want to use a charge shot to blow them up, and then a missile immediately after so that you can continue moving. So, just like that. After this, you come down here. You can slide down. It's going to be slightly faster to melee, because again, you're traveling a further distance with the melee, like that. You can slide. It's so hard to do this with all the enemies just in the way. Like, it's actually kind of annoying. But you do that, and then right here is going to be another door like the Emmi door for the charge route on in Artaria. You can melee through it like this. The timing's a little bit trickier though to figure out, because you would melee through the door, and then you'd have to immediately jump like that. So what I prefer doing is doing a coyote jump up here. Oops. So I'll coyote through the door to grab the sledge, and then just keep going like that. To my knowledge, there is not... both ways are equally fast. The melee might be slightly faster, but again, it's so negligible that it's more of a personal preference. So for me, what I do is I just coyote through there, and just like that. It's one of those things where you'll probably never fail it once you get comfortable with it. After that, I melee off of here, slide off of here, and then right here in this room in Dairon are more ledge grabs and dismounts. So like just like this. Then right here, you want to fire 2 missiles at this bat. You want to do it as quick as you can, like as soon as you get right here, 2 missiles, and it'll kill the bat. Spin fall, and then blow that up, slide. Right here, when you do this slide, hold neutral on your control stick. You don't want to be holding to the right from the slide, because Samus will grab this ledge like this if you're not holding neutral. And that goes for any category, not just Hundo. So when she slides through here, make sure you're holding neutral, and then come up here and activate this generator. So once you activate the generator, you come up over here. This is kind of like Artaria Climb like this. More ledge grabs and dismounts. Just like that. Sometimes, if you'll notice that you were too low, and you'll do a wall kick, which is like the most annoying thing in the world, but it happens. So if you're working on your movements from the climb, it's just the same thing from right here. Right here, you want to get up here quick enough where you can. Sure, you can parry it, but ideally you want to hit it in a way where as soon as you activate this, you can come up here and just kind of get it out of the way. Because going into the parry animation will be slower, like that, is slower than just either damage boosting, or not damage boosting per se, but getting hit, taking damage, and running through it, or getting up here quick enough to parry it out of the way and slide under it. So after that, you missile this door, do a coyote jump, and you collect the wide beam. Any questions up to this point? Because again, it's not super complicated. It's just a little bit of movement stuff that we've gone over before. So from here, you're standing up. You're standing on this Chozo soldier. You can just turn around and keep going from here. You can slide off and slide again. What I prefer doing is meleeing off, because again, it's going to be a little faster than just going off of it. You melee, slide, and hold neutral on this slide, because otherwise Samus will grab the sledge. So melee, slide, hold neutral. Just like that. And then as soon as you clear the ledge right here, hold down on your controller to blow up those blocks. So kind of like a... Okay, they're back, so like... just like that. Oops. Then you blow up these, and you take out this door. Those wide beam covers are obviously the whole reason you come to Dairon in the first place. So you clear this, and you enter this next room holding a charge, because this is going to be the same room, this room. It's just there's a little platform here blocking it. See? So you enter this room holding a charge, and what you want to do is come down here, right here, and I'll get rid of this enemy. You come down like this, and you melee off of this. You could technically do that, but it's going to be a little more dangerous, because if you don't time your thing, you'll time the melee jump right, you'll just fall off like that. So what you want to do is come right here. What I normally end up doing is just falling down like this. And then I'll counter like that. I'll melee off of this platform so that I know that I can make this jump. So just like that. And then right here, I'm holding a charge shot. I will slide and hit 2 missiles. I'll slide and hit and throw 2 missiles to blow up that the robot right there. Like that. So I'll load less checkpoints so I'm not about to die. Also so I can show that all in one motion. Just like that. I'll also blow up this this shoot, and I don't know what these are called, but I'll while I'm doing that, I'll be mashing to blow up this thing so that I can hold a charge shot and get up here. If you don't kill him, there's a good chance one of the needles that he throws out will hit you and break you out of your charge shot that you're holding, which obviously sucks because then you have to recharge the shot for this wide beam box right here. So a good rule of thumb to so that you always hit these charge beam or wide beam boxes, I'm sorry, the first time, you need to hit them with a charge shot, which is why again you need the charge shot. A good rule of thumb is to just hit them, take your hand off of your control stick, hold it neutral, and fire. If you are holding it like this, there's a chance that you are going to be maybe slightly too high, slightly too low, and you won't hit the box. So again, just neutral and you fire, and it'll always hit it. And then right here, you can either do that movement, like jump right here, or you can like hit mantle that and grab that like that. What I normally do right here is just, what I normally do is just get up here like this, and then this bat right here. So there is a damage boost right here that is pretty cool to do. The way to, the safer strat to do it is to just be holding a charge shot and like hit the bat and destroy it, and then like get up like that, come up right here, hit a charge shot on this Sonic. You don't have to worry about throwing missiles at them anymore as well, because the wide beam is obviously a stronger weapon. So one single charge shot will take it out. Okay. But there's a damage boost right here, which is a little difficult, but what you have to do is you start it from like about right here on this this fencing, like about right here. You have to wait for the bat to turn. You have to do a full jump and wait for the bat to like turn to the left, and you'll be damage boosted about right here, and you'll have iframes for this Sonic, so you can just run through it. So I'll load last checkpoint so that the bat respawns. Just like that. And I'm not doing it again. Took too long to get. But that's gonna be the manipulation for this bat. Again, it starts about right here, and you just have to practice. It doesn't save too much time. It is really cool and swaggy to get though. So if you find yourself having trouble with it, just take it out, jump like that, and to do that though. I do recommend going for it though if you think you can do it, because again, it is going to be a little bit more optimal to do. So after that, you come into this Emmi zone, shoot these down, and then as soon as you climb up right here, a cutscene will start. So you know, start select plus minus whatever you want to call it out of the cutscene, and immediately hold a charge shot and get ready to go to the right. So start select, and then you hit the charge shot about right there so that you can keep going. So, well, no, I won't do that. So you do that. Just show it again. So you get through this, plus minus, hit it like that so that you can just enter through the door. And then right here, you want to jump over this shutter. You don't want to like jump over it and then go around. You also don't want to accidentally close the shutter door. So you want to jump again around the midway point of these two fence-like things, and then just time your jump appropriately so that you can get through the shutter. And then you hold, while you're still holding your charge shot, this is important, you're going to be coming up through here, and then as soon as you enter this Emmi, this next Emmi zone door, geez, immediately fire your shot while you're still moving, and parry off of this, right here, melee jump right there. Because again, you could slide, but you won't get the distance that you need, as opposed to doing the melee off, and you can still open the door right there. So as soon as you enter this, just like that. Then you can enter right here, hold another charge shot, some more ledge mounts right here, and then here, I'm gonna blow up that bat. And that, so I don't get hit. Right here, you don't want to obviously take the time to do that, I'm just doing it so that I can show this and demonstrate it. Again, still holding a charge shot, you grab this jump, and then right here, what I normally do is you jump about right here so that you can get to the middle part of this, and then just jump up to the right here. And what I like doing, what I used to do is I would like take a moment to like make sure my shot was lined up and then shoot. Now I just continue to do this, and again, take your hand, your thumb, whatever, off of the stick and fire. You want to make sure that you can get pretty decent at that motion, because if you accidentally hit that, the bat that's floating behind you will hit you, and again, it will knock you out of your charge shot. And then you're not going to be able to charge up another shot to hit it, because the bat will have hit you, and it'll be floating like right here, and it will hit you again before your charge shot is ready. So you'll have to kill the bat, then charge your shot, and then hit it. So you want to get good at about that motion. And again, I'm firing that, and I'm not holding the control stick. I'm holding it at neutral. So you just want to get good at that motion. And then you slide down, well, then you slide down, go through the door, and then you head back to Cataris. And that's Dairon 1. Not too difficult, but at the same time, a lot of movements and a lot of small things that can make or break the run depending on what difficulty that you're using. So once you get back from Cataris, once you get back to Cataris, you just kind of come right back where you were. You want to take out this enemy, and right here, you don't have to go. Obviously, you don't have to go all the way around. That would be awful. There is a block right here, which you can take out and just slide under. Right here, you want to be holding. As soon as you slide out, you want to be here. I'll demonstrate it, I guess. As soon as you come through here and you shoot this, you want to be holding a charge shot right about right here. Make sure you're holding a charge shot by, so you can slide. Oops. So you can slide out, spin fall, hold neutral, and do that. Oh my god. So this is a little bit of a tricky one because it's a slide off of a ledge. Come on. Spin fall into a shot. But again, you need to be neutral when you're doing it. Otherwise, there's a chance that you hit the thing, or you don't hit the wide beam block, and it doesn't go flying. So, not super difficult, but again, just something to keep in mind. Just like that. As soon as the block goes flying, you can... What I normally do is I like holding a charge shot here because of the wide beam door that's sitting right here. So wide beam cover on this door. So what I'll normally do is hold in a charge beam shot as I enter the door, and then this is going to be the same movement from before, from when we meleeed off of the Emmi from right here, when the Emmi is sitting right here. This is like the only guaranteed Emmi spawn in the game. So you are holding a charge shot, melee, and then weave your fall, I mean, so that you land right here, and you can just turn around and hit this wide beam cover. So, like that. And that'll automatically open the door, and then you can just go through it. Because otherwise, if you miss that, there's the chance that, like, you go through it, but you, like, land right here, and then, like, I don't know, you can potentially get seen. Excuse me, you can potentially get seen by the Emmi, or you can, you know, fall right here. So that's why I just normally hold the charge shot and then just go through the door like that, just like that. And then right here, I'll normally take a jump right here. 1, 2, 3 up the block right here. From right here, I'll start hitting this. You melee off of this, and then you want to be holding your shot up like this as you go through the into the central unit room. Once you have the once you have a charge shot charged, as soon as you enter, you want to use that charge shot and hit it with the hit the shell of the central unit with that charge shot that you brought into the room. And then you just start chucking missiles at it. So again, you melee off of this, hold a charge shot up, fire it, and then just start shooting missiles. You want to avoid the Rinkas, avoid the turrets, and then you can, like, you know, just start mashing the thing down. Skip the cutscene. And then this is going to be another one where you melee and aim. You don't want to just start shooting and then go. You melee aim and then fire to take the thing out, and then once you hit it, you melee out of the door. And then things to keep in mind as you're meleeing out of the door, you want to make sure that you are prepared to start firing and mashing as soon as you get out of this central unit room. The reason for that is because it's setting up the Green Emmi kill. You have the wide beam now, so the first 2 of your shots are going to be hitting the wall that's directly in front of you when you exit the room, but the bottom shot is going to be passing through the ledge where you can slide under, and it will be hitting a blob that will break the door that you're supposed, not the door, but the wall that that the Emmi is going to come through. So do that, blow the thing up, and then just be mashing like that. And then you want to set this kill up, you want to be sitting right here. I'll like juggle the Emmi around for a little bit. This Emmi moves pretty slow because it's just the second Emmi of the game, so. You want to come through here, make sure you're flush against the wall, and start aiming and down. The Emmi will come up from right here, and this is where you want to be fighting it. Again, I'll juggle the Emmi around a little bit so that it leaves me alone. You want to be right here for when it's going to be coming through here, I think. Yeah, so it's going to be, you want to be doing this, basically. You only need to be on that angle to do this kill. You don't need to be, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh, what's happening? What's happening? No, you don't need to be doing any of that. The Emmi comes up from right here, and you can very simply kill it like this. You want to make sure you do kill it here, though. If you slide right here, or even start charging through here, it's going to be a slower kill. Because... just juggling the Emmi. This is kind of funny, actually. Because if it's going to be a slower kill, because if you kill the Emmi on this side of this right here, Samus will be right here, and she'll have to slide right there when the Emmi's dead. So you want to kill the Emmi. Going for round 2. You want to kill the Emmi when it's under here. I don't even know where the Emmi is right now. But you want to kill the Emmi when it's underneath this platform. So this is basically the kill. Obviously you would finish it right there, I just don't have the time to do it. But that's the kill. It's, with practice, it is not as close as it appears. If you're having to do any of this, like maybe doing it from this side, you know, that's casual strats, you know, you don't want to be doing that. So it's not as hard of a kill as it appears to be. It's not as close of a kill either as it appears to be. So a little bit of practice with this kill, you'll be golden. So just like that, blow the thing up. Make sure you're mashing, flush against the wall, and immediately start shooting. As soon as the Emmi gets up, charge the shot right there. And that's the Green Emmi kill. Any questions, gamers? Again, the kill is not as hard as it appears to be. It's not as close as it appears to be either, provided that you practice. But again, you notice that because Samus killed the Green Emmi on this side of the platform, or on that side of the wall, I should say, she stays on that side of the wall. If you killed the Emmi on the opposite side of the wall, like if you went out of the central unit room and immediately started pressing it, doesn't matter if the Emmi died like behind the wall, Samus herself is on the opposite side of the wall, so she's on the opposite side of the wall. So that's why you want to kill the Emmi on this side of the wall, and again, it's just a little bit of practice. So killing the Green Emmi rewards you with the Morph Ball. You finally get the Morph Ball at about like a little less than 20 minutes into the run. And this is a pretty cool Morph Ball. Just like in prior Metroid games, you can crouch and then press down again to morph. or you can press ZL. Because remember when I mentioned it at the start of the game and in general movement, ZL when you're moving will slide. When you're not moving, you will automatically morph. So you don't have to do the down twice motion, even though it's still in the game. You very much can, you just don't need to. Just press ZL. So from here, you want to come over here, and you do a spin fall right here, and then melee off of this. You can slide if it's a little bit more comfortable, but generally, again, the melee is going to be slightly faster, like that. So spin fall, melee, slide, spin fall, melee, slide, and then right here you want to do another slide. You want to do a slide morph, is what I'm going to call it. You slide and then immediately morph to get through into this tunnel right here. Because otherwise, if you do it too late or too soon, you'll land like that. You'll have to just jump up with the morph ball. Obviously, you want to make it. And then if you're going to be holding left when you do this because you're trying to go left. So just keep holding left when you do this, and you land like that. I wouldn't call it a hole-in-one. I would just call it landing in the tunnel. A hole-in-one is a good comparison, but it's not as hard. This is a lot easier than the hole-in-one. So, but yeah. So again, from the Emmi, come down, spin fall, just like that. Then you come in through right here, you unmorph right here, slide. You can just keep moving like that, but it's slower. So unmorph, slide, and then you fall down right here. Unmorph again, and then you're going to do one of these like slide jumps right here. So you double tap ZL to slide and then go into morph ball. So just like that. And then you jump. Oops. Unmorph, you'll grab this missile, and then you come through this door. So you just slide down right here, unmorph, unmorph. Basically all of these you want to be sliding through, you don't want to just be morphing through them. Damn it, I did not think that was going to hit me. But yeah, they're pretty easy, it's pretty easy movement. So, I didn't think that was going to take me all the way back there. So just like this. Slide. Unmorph, slide, 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 unmorph, slide, slide. So when you come out of this tunnel, Samus should be falling in morph ball, I'm pretty sure. So just unmorph with ZL, slide down, and then what I like doing in order to get into this is I'll slide, do another melee like that. So double tap ZL. You could just go up it like that, but yeah, I generally find it a little easier to just do that. Yeah, obviously that. Yeah, you want to be beaming the. You want to be hitting with your shot. You want to be hitting the enemies that are through here. But again, this is going to be practice. There's not really a. I could sit here and be like, this is when you do that. This is when you do this. Okay, so then you do this. Excuse me. Then you do this, and then when you're doing here, make sure it's like it's just feeling it out. And making sure that you have the means to, if you think you're about to take damage, just shoot them. And if you take damage, it's not the end of the world. But once you land down here, right here, this is the first time we'll hear Kraid roar. And he'll continue to be roaring basically throughout the rest of the time we're in Cataris. Right here. There's a block right here that you could morph under, but you want to hit this come up here, hit this one, and then slide through it. So you come down here, like just like that. And then right here, as soon as you get out of this, you want to be holding a charge shot. And you want to turn around right here underneath this gap and hold it. The reason you want to hold right there is because you're grabbing that Missile Plus pack, but you don't want these things to hit you. So when you come through here, you turn around. We'll wait for those to go back. You turn around, jump up, and let your charge shot kill those slugs so that you can get through that tunnel with no problem, and you can grab this Missile Plus pack. At this point, with on rookie mode, you should have 50 missiles, if you haven't missed a missile yet. So then you come up, and you take the red teleporter to go back to Artaria. So you take the red teleporter back to Artaria, and then as soon as you get out of this, here, I'll pause it immediately, okay. So as soon as you get out of Artaria right here, you go to the right. You can go to the left. I find it a little easier to go to the right. You go to the right here, and you're going to slide. You're going to slide here, and then you're going to, as soon as you land right here, you're going to take out the enemy that's sitting right here, and then you're going to do a water morph off of right here. We talked about water morphing in the general movement tutorial, so if you need a refresher on that, you know, feel free to go back on that. But you water morph down right here, and Samus will get a little bit more distance. She should land about right here, where you can then blow up this enemy and go through the door, and you're going to be picking up this energy part next. So just like that. So right here, what I like doing, you could just mantle up. Not a big thing. What I like doing right here is jump morphing. So I'll jump, and I'll morph in midair. It alleviates the need to mantle at all. Just like that. And this is a good area to practice it on too, so you're able to just get that feel for it. But you come up here, from this door, and you grab this energy part. They're kind of like heart containers in the Legend of Zelda series. Four energy parts makes an energy tank. So right here, this slug will normally be right here. You can stand here and kill it before you come up here, or you can ignore it or whatever. But it's in your way, and you have the wide beam shot. So keep in mind, you have 3 shots right now. You know, your beam is firing thrice. So you come up here, and if you're getting up here fast enough like this slug will be right here. So what you want to do when right here is just hit it. Climb up and shoot like that. Your beam will break your spin, so you're able to not only kill the slug, but grab this ledge as well. And then just, you know, go up. So you come up through right here. You don't want to fully unmorph because you need to hit your shot right here. And then once you hit those 2 blocks, you slide and morph. And then in order to make this jump, just kind of like with your momentum, just kind of jump. If that's becoming an issue and you're finding that you fall more often than not, you can I'll wait for the blocks to reappear. If you're finding that you're falling more often than not, you're not being able to clear it, feel free to slide, unmorph, slide like that. It's slightly slower than, you know, going in one go, but if you're finding that you can't get it in one go like that, or if the jump right here is giving you issue, oops. Not an issue at all. So that's going to be this little room right here. Just like that. And you'll fall right here, where you just need to mantle right here, like that. A lot of the times you'll find that you're kicking, you're doing a wall kick right there, which is really annoying, but I digress. So just like that. Just like that. And then right here, there's a sled here that you don't need to kill. You're gonna be moving like that. But you do want to make sure that you're not getting hit by that thing. So once you're here, start holding a charge shot. Up, up. Here, I'll just kill it. You're not going to be doing that in the run, but you come up holding a charge shot, and you want to be hitting this door. This is a charge beam door. So the way you hit this is kind of like a pseudo wave. You want to be having your arm cannon aimed about like this, so that you can hit this door with one of your charge shots. Like that. So that you can just get up and go through the door. You can also do this with morphing, but I found it to be a little bit more inconsistent, so. Much swaggier, but a little bit more inconsistent for me personally, so. So if you're having problems with that, again, there is a this save room right here where you could technically make a save and just go up to practice that. But that's the way that I generally handle that. And then yeah, this door is a super missile door, so you don't come here until parts of Artaria cleanup later. So, but that's that. So you come up here, just like that. Make sure you're holding another another charge shot, because you want to hit the charge shot right here, because again, it's faster to open that door now before you come up here, or before it's faster to hit it now than hitting it later, is what I'm trying to say. So right here, this next section, we call this the Varia Climb, Varia Gauntlet. Has a couple of different names, and it's very movement heavy, so we'll be spending a little bit of time on this. And I'll probably be resetting a lot. Not resetting, but loading last checkpoint to like show. So you step on this thermal pad, and it will redirect the lava, but then this area then goes haywire because you reset the lava. So, also, you can't really go through here, because this stuff is blocking it anyway. So I'm sure you might be able to sink, but you know, that's not NMG. So anyway, so we'll hit the lava, or we'll hit the thermal pad. And as soon as you press accept, you need to just be ready to be moving to the left. So right here, you can slide off. I melee, because it's a little faster. Ledge climb and dismount, and then come up here. And then you'll notice that the longer you sit down here, if you're having trouble with your movement, it's getting increasingly hotter right here. So like, ouch, but not ouch, but now ouch, you know? So, and of course that's doing rampant damage. Keep in mind that that's doing rampant damage. So you melee through it. Then when you come up here, you don't want to go up top because this will appear and block you. You just want to make sure you come through here. Morph. Slide. When you slide through this, you should unmorph yourself. Slide again. You come up here. Just like that. So you're on the ground. You just shoot like that. And you'll come up through here. Right here, you'll hit these two things, slide off, do a wall kick on this part. That will stop you from right there. You come up, come through these flames, slide down there, and that's the end of the gauntlet. It's something that's definitely worth practicing a lot, because the movement here is you lose a surprising amount of time the sloppier your movement is during this Varia section. So it's definitely worth practicing a couple of times if you're starting out. Generally, if you're running 100%, you're not just starting off. You do have some knowledge with the game, whether that's any percent, all bosses, etc. But if you are fresh starting off with 100%, you want to be starting with you want to be making sure your movement here is pretty crisp, because yeah, the amount of time that you can lose on the Varia Climb is shocking. The melee after activating the... it's not dread mode, so it doesn't matter. If this were dread mode, yeah, you want to slide down because you'll get hit, but it doesn't matter because this is normal. This isn't dread mode, so it doesn't matter. Thank you for that thought, though. So in its entirety, Varia Climb goes like this. Then you slide through there, and that's the Varia Climb. And there is a checkpoint right here, so if you're trying to practice this, you get up to this point and then just load last checkpoint down right there. But that's the Varia Climb. Now you'll notice that this entire area is now a hot area. But that's fine, because you're about to get the Varia Suit. So you come up through here, right here, aim up, and just, you know, shoot. It'll break these 3 blocks, throw a missile, be holding a charge shot, open that door. It's faster to open it right now than opposed to later. You can do another one of these jump morphs right here. It's definitely big swag points, but this one is actually a little slower. Because like you're noticing that like she has to like force herself into the tunnel, as opposed to just grabbing it like that. So this morph is a little cool, but there's obviously the chance that you can like fail it. So this one is just a normal jump right here. So then you come up, jump into the Varia Suits, skip the cutscene, and you have the Varia Suit. So with the Varia Suits, you now have protection from extreme heat and lava. Well, not lava, but extreme heat. But yeah, it even says that. It does not prevent damage from extreme cold and lava. So when you'll be right here once you get the Varia Suit. What you can just, you know, leave. Marginally faster, though, to melee and then immediately slide. So melee, slide. You just got the Varia Suit, melee, slide. Slide again, just like that. And then right here, I'm shooting here. I hold another charge shot right here. I slide so I don't get hit by this guy. And then I will melee out of this door. So you melee out of here, slide. Right here is another one of the things, just like the tunnel after grabbing the morph ball. You slide morph, you'll clear that. So slide morph. And then from here, you should be able to clear that as well. So from this tunnel, directly down to that one. Sometimes you will find, oh no, I went too far, or sometimes you'll just like, just not fall. Sucks, but it's not the end of the world, just do a jump. So that's going to be that general idea of your movement from right here. Can I just get up here, please? You slide, morph, just like that. And then you'll notice Samus is not morphed, or doesn't unmorph like here, like she unmorphed during the other, during the actual Varia Climb. It's because you morphed in the air right here. You didn't like slide like that. So So because you morphed in the air, she will not unmorph, but that's fine. That's what you want. So right about right here is where you'll land, this middle part right here. You unmorph immediately and jump. Like that. So, like that. And then when you get to the right here, melee off and do a spinfall. It's going to be significantly faster compared to that. Or meleeing off and then doing a spinfall. Melee, oops. Melee off, and then slide, and then right here, a normal spinfall is not going to clear this right here. Samus's hitbox is just too high, too big, I mean. So what I'll do right here is I will slide to clear that. Sometimes I still get hit on like the very edge of this right here, but I would rather get hit by the ledge right there than land entirely, because she's not in a ball, so she will land as opposed to rolling off, because you're still holding right on your control stick when you're doing this. So to me, it's just a little bit more fluid of a motion than that, especially because she bonks right here and then falls off, as opposed to, again, rolling off right that. So that's what I do. After that, we come through this door that we already opened. If you missed it, you'd have to open it now, which is, again, slower. So door's already open. Hold a charge shot, slide down right here, kill applies. You slide down. You don't spinfall this. I mean, I guess you can spinfall it, but I normally don't, because I find that it's a little bit too much, too close right there for what I'm trying to do. You slide. Your charge shot right here will go through the ply. Your beam at this point is strong enough where it will go through the ply, kill the ply, and open this door. You could slide like this, take damage right there. You could also just jump over the lava, but if you you can melee over it, and you're not taking any damage. So that's the movement right there. So with here, slide, just like that. Then you want to slide out of this door, and then right here, I can only do this once, because I don't have bombs yet, so I'm not going to be able to get up here again. But you want to slide off of here, slide morph like this. Samus falls faster when she's in a morph ball as compared to falling normally or falling. So, or just like normal spin falling. Spin falling is faster than normally falling, but falling in a morph ball is faster than all of it. So you want to slide off of this, unmorph, and weave like that. So in this tunnel, you're falling in a morph ball, and then about right here, you want to unmorph so that you have a little bit more control and weave your fall. And again, keep in mind you're not holding neutral, or you're holding neutral. Otherwise, Samus, when you try to clear right here, the platform that this health restoration is on, she'll grab this ledge, and then and if she does it, you'll just have to fall off. But that's the movement right there. So around right here, unmorph, and if you did it correctly, you'll immediately land on the red teleporter. And then the red TP, you take it back to Katarys. Because you now have the Varia Suit, you can go into this heated area where you were hearing Kraid's roars. So once you get out from, once you return to Katarys from the red TP, you could go to the right, but please don't go to the right here, because there is, there is a block right here. There are blocks right here, so that you can just fall down, and you can clear the tunnels right here. So from here, you slide and fall in a morph ball, because again, falling in morph is faster than not. So slide morph, unmorph. What I'll do here is I'll shoot and hold a beam charge so that I can slide and release the shot. You don't have to do that. You can can just honestly shoot. Your final your lowest shot will clear. But I just like the guaranteed like shot. So preference right there. But after right here, you jump, hold down, and shoot like this. I guess you could like do that as well, but what I do is jump and hold down. So like that. And then you enter this heated area. So right here with this block is breakable. What you want to do is, as you're running through here, like this, you run into the room, you break the first, second, and third block. This trick will still work even if you only break the top two, but preferably you want to break the top 3 blocks. You jump on this and melee. Again, you can clear all of them and just jump, but that melee is going to be faster. So, break them, and then come down, slide. Then right here, you want to just take damage and run into it. Get up there, jump right up through right here, and then this is the area that we call the Rocky Mountains. Okay, this is the area that we call the Rocky Mountains, or I call it anyway. So right here, you want to break this block, and then take damage. You don't want to do that, but you want to take damage, hit this, and then jump morph through here, just like this, because it's going to be faster than doing the mantle. So you jump, morph through here, and then right here, again, I'll kill this guy so that it's easy to go through. There's going to be a block right here that you have to shoot to get to Kraid. So as soon as you land right here, what I'm doing is I'm just like shooting. You'll bonk on the thing that's right here, but that's fine, because at that point this blob should already be blown up, and by the time it's ready to like shoot something at you, you should already be right here. So you unmorph right here when you get through here, and you can just do this and then start shooting, but again, it's faster to get... You're able to get 2 shots off in the air, so shot, 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 as opposed to getting up and then hitting all 4 shots. So shot, 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 shot. Again, you can do a normal grab the ledge and morph, but I find it quicker to, at that point, jump melee or jump morph. You fall down in a morph ball because it's faster, and then right here you can climb down like this, or you could like coyote. It's faster though that as soon as you fall down, you unmorph, melee across, because the damage that you're taking from the lava is going to only be 1 tick, so it's not going to be very much at all. Take the parry on the eye door. And then you don't have to do this. You could, again, you could just do that. But as you're running through here, you want to be hitting these blocks so that you have the space to slide. So as soon as you do that, slide, and the Kraid boss fight begins. So after this really cool cutscene, you obviously skip this cutscene, but I'm just letting it play so that I can talk. During this boss fight, Kraid gives you 2 sets of RNG. So for this fight, there's 2 different phases. Phase 1 is kind of similar to the Super Metroid boss fight, not even lying. You have Kraid's opening his mouth is still his weak point, and you're firing shots into his mouth. So the fight starts, you skip the cutscene, and again, you're immediately starting to fire missiles in his mouth. There is a technique called charge missiles. A lot of the members of the community call them Charlies, but charge missiles do exist. So at this point in the game, you do have the charge beam and missiles. So you can be doing this, just like that. Like that. I'm so bad at the charge missiles. Like that. And they're faster than just spamming his mouth with missiles like that. But again, that's a kind of a more advanced strat. So for the most part, you get in through here, slide, skip the cutscene, and just start wailing on him with missiles. Dependent on the RNG that Kraid gives you, this looks to be pretty decent RNG. You should be able to move him into Phase 2 before he gets up to this point. That was really good RNG, but if he does get to this point where he's hitting you with a bunch of stuff, you can just hit him with a quick few charge shots. So when you get into this point, this is Phase 2. You skip the cutscene and you're on the floor now. The game wants you to hit his belly with a bunch of shots. And that's all fine and dandy. You could do that. You kind of see how he's his belly is like becoming progressively more and more pink. So the game wants you to shoot it until he gets to that point, so that he fires that and then it brings this magnet down. That, however, is slower than the optimal method. The optimal method, or you could wait for the RNG to do this, you just like climb up like that. However, the optimal method for getting up here during Phase 2, like you could just like do this. The optimal method for getting up here is something called infinite wall jumps. So to infinite wall jump, it's kind of hard to explain in the actual boss fight itself, but to infinite wall jump, you have to do a jump like this, a buffered jump, just kind of like with Atom Skip, but as soon as you do the jump, you press ZL and morph at the same time. And there are practice files that you can set up to do this. I'll go over one, but that's the optimal method. Optimally, you get up there in 4, but getting up there in 5 or 6 is totally fine. Getting up there in 7 is a little slow though, so you want to make sure that you practice these to get up there in at least 5. Actually, 4 is optimal, but I would even consider 4 or 5 still optimal. Like that. So that's going to be the infinite wall jumps. Really difficult trick, and in the 100% NMG route, this is the only time that you see it. But there's still... It's a big, lengthy time save, as opposed to hitting Kraid's belly, trying to get the... Like, I mean, obviously, again, this takes time. This is slow, as opposed to just jumping and doing these jumps. Do you just unmorph at the top of the morph ball and respin back into the wall? Yes, but it has to be neutral. So, thank you for asking. Good question. So, when you're jumping like this, you're holding neutral. You're holding neutral while the morph ball itself is in the air. And then holding back to the left. So if you're not holding neutral, Samus will go to the right like that. She'll go to the right because the game is, you're not supposed to be able to do that, you know? So once the ball is in the air like that, neutral. And then when you want to go back and you unmorph, you bring Samus back to the wall. And that's IWJs, infinite wall jumps. Yes, Caleb, you do have boss rush to practice this. However, I would not recommend personally practicing IWJs and learning them in the boss rush fight itself, because it's just difficult to do. It's difficult to do while also worrying about everything, all the projectiles firing out at you at all points, basically. So But yeah, that is that's the fight basically. Because as soon as you do this, oops, you're able to just start hitting Kraid's mouth again. If he gives you a counter like that, what you want to do is aim up to avoid the counter animation, and then you can avoid the counter animation cutscene. You don't want to go into the counter animation for any of these bosses actually, because when you go into a counter animation, Samus is doing a lot of damage, but she's doing reduced damage during the boss cutscenes, because we actually don't know why she's doing reduced damage, to be totally honest. It's probably a balancing factor so that you don't shred the bosses. But yeah. So if Kraid starts lunging at you, his eyes will glow like that, which means that he's going in for a punch. When he goes in for a punch like that, you want to be aiming slightly down so that you can continue to fire the missiles off. But yeah, normally he'll be hitting a bunch of things where you want to, like, if you have the missiles, and normally you should, like that. You want to hit your shot off, but then immediately aim up. That's what I do, so that you get a free load of damage into him with a charge shot, but you don't go into the counter animation, because again, the animation is slower. So let's start this fight over so that I can actually do phase 2. Yeah, exactly. You can, in fact, still do that. Yeah, the claws can be a little annoying. But basically, in this fight, you never want to stop firing missiles. You have 50 missiles to use in rookie mode, so you're good. You're not going to run out. So right there, still firing missiles at him. This is really good RNG for a Kraid fight. But again, you never want to stop firing missiles. Kind of aiming down. Jump. That's the Kraid fight. You skip the cutscene. That's the Kraid fight. Like it was mentioned, you can practice the Kraid fight in boss rush. If you're having trouble with infinite wall jumps, you definitely can. Again, I wouldn't really recommend it because there's a better place that you can learn it in. But yeah, that's the Kraid fight. Not super difficult, but again, can be kind of a run killer dependent on the RNG that Kraid gives you. But even if you get bad RNG, you can still kind of work your way around that. So yeah, that's the Kraid fight. From here, you can like do that, like if you want to like mantle up like that. But there is a way from right here. If you start at the very bottom, climb up to the top, and then wall kick like that, and you should land in the tunnel every single time, like that. So again, oops. So again, small hop, jump, and then just like that, and you'll land in that tunnel every single time. And obviously that'll be faster than anything else. So from this point, all you gotta do is right here, or roll through right here, unmorph slide because it's faster, spin fall, fire a missile, right here. If for whatever reason you did run out of missiles during the Kraid fight, there is a small farm that you can take right here, but you kind of want to be like, so that you can get missiles. But that's only if you run out of missiles on the fight. So if you're not on rookie mode and you don't have these extra 15, that's what you would do. But right here, spin fall, missile, open the door, and you've grabbed the Diffusion Beam. The Diffusion Beam just adds a an area of effect damage on the charge beam, so like that. And that's, now that we have the Diffusion Beam, that's going to be kind of key for a lot of different pseudo waves now moving forward. Well, not a lot, but some. So from right here, what I normally do is you can do a melee right here, and you can like hit this. So what I'll normally do is, that's not what I normally do. What I'll normally do is melee off of this and do a quick charge to blow that up. And then I'll jump up here, do 2 quick charges. Because you could like charge it up, you know, but because you can do quick charges, that's what you do right there. Then right here, you slide off of right here, slide and then morph in the air, slide jump in the air like that, so that you're able to get up into this platform, or into this tunnel I should say. Jump up here, there's an enemy that's over here that you jump over. And then right here, normally you hit the purple teleporter, you land on the purple teleporter, and as you're on the purple teleporter, you normally just fire a shot. The Diffusion Beam, of course, is increasing the damage of your charge beam. So that, if you're doing it optimally, here, I'll reload the checkpoint just one time so that I can like show that. Yeah, you can do the ground quick charge and aim at the angle. It's a couple of frames faster. I find it a little difficult personally, so I don't do it. But so like that. And then like that. They'll give you health. These little snakes will give you health, missile drops, whatever. So you come up through here. And then this takes you to Dairon again. Oops. This will take you to Dairon 2, right here, in this teleporter, where we will cover next time. So, thank you for watching the next part of this tutorial, you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.